guys, what's up? Vero here. So I wanted to make a video discussing some Overwatch things. I basically just kind of wanted to talk about competitive and kind of my general thoughts, any pros or cons that I had, and kind of get your guys' opinion on it as well. So let's jump into the video. So I was personally not someone that played competitive during the beta. I think when I actually had beta access, it was no longer available, I believe. Or maybe I just didn't play it at all, I don't remember. So I can't really compare it to what it was previously to what it is now. Only thing I can really discuss is what it is now. The day that competitive came out for PC, I immediately started playing it. I did my 10 placing matches, and some of them were really amazing. Some of them made me want to cry. By far my first one was, so if someone leaves a game and you're already in progress, like you've already been in the match for a couple minutes, you'll get a message at the top saying that you can leave. I think it still ends up counting as a loss, but that you don't have to basically suffer for the next 15, 20 minutes or 10 or however long it's going to last, and you can leave. So that message came up, and I hit tab to see how many people left. Well, only one person left. I think we can 5v6 this. I think we'll be fine. I was wrong. So the match continues, and more people leave. And the message doesn't come up again if more people leave. It only stays up there once, and the people left after the message was already gone. So I was pretty much like, well, I might as well just stay and play and just see what happens. The second round, it was one where you have to capture the point, and whoever holds it the longest wins. So first person to 3. So the second round, I'm still Lucio at this point. I was Lucio the first time. The 2 people that I was with decided to try Bastion, which actually kind of worked. We couldn't hold the point with 3 people. It was just impossible. So the third round, I'm by myself. Everybody left. It was a 1v6, and I pretty much hid in my base because there was nothing I could do. I mean, I maybe could have snuck behind them and tried taking the point, but even if I did, like, why drown it out even more? Like, if by some grace of Zeus I ended up pulling out 3 matches out of my booty and won, that would have, 1, been one hell of a game, and 2, probably something that would never happen again. So I didn't really want to waste my time, I didn't want to waste their time, I just let them win and just cried in the base. So that was by far one of my worst matches, and it was not fun. I ended up getting placed like 42 because I had some really horrible matches. I had matches where I kept playing support, and it seems like from what I'm hearing from other people, if you play support a lot in competitive mode, when it comes to the placement matches, you kind of get screwed over. I read an article somewhere, I don't remember where, I'm sorry, if you know where it was, feel free to link it, but someone on an actual competitive pro team, their support hero ranked like 10 levels less than everybody else, and you kind of need a healer or a support or whatever. It's not like you can just not have one. So that was kind of disappointing to me, because support is something that I do genuinely enjoy playing, especially if I'm on a team that no one feels really comfortable healing or whatever. I really enjoy doing it, and I think it's a lot of fun, but I don't want to feel like I'm being punished for doing it. I feel like I should be just as highly ranked as other people if I'm putting in the work in competitive as well, if that makes sense. Another con that I felt in competitive is the people in general. People seem to not be willing to communicate. Now, I'm totally fine if you are not comfortable talking on voice. Sometimes I'm not comfortable talking on voice because I'm a female, and sometimes people get very excited about hearing a girl on the internet for some reason, because you've never heard a girl talk before. People are weird, but when it comes to competitive, I'm not really comfortable talking, but I'm more willing to talk because I want to actually win these matches. I don't want to just sit there with the thumb at my butt and not communicate to my team and not go towards the goal of winning. I mean, that's the whole point of playing the game, is to win. I mean, yeah, winning isn't everything, but why are you playing the game? You're not playing to lose, you're playing to win. So it's really frustrating when you have matches where people are just not talking to one another. And even if you don't feel comfortable talking in voice, that's fine, don't talk in voice, but at least have it turned on so you can hear the rest of your team, and at least type out responses, like, hey, I think I'm gonna swap to Reaper, what do you guys think? Yeah, sure, whatever, go ahead, I think that would benefit the team, whatever. But there's just so many matches where people are just not talking, and it's just, I feel like I'm playing quick play, except my ranking is slowly going down, and my faith in the Overwatch community is too. I also actually had one match where people were kind of communicating and I was like listening to them. I wasn't really saying anything, but because I was streaming. And this girl after the first round just started screaming at everybody. It was really funny. It's probably still on my stream if you want to go watch the clip of it. It kind of made me giggle, but she was just like, "This is why people need to talk in competitive." And like we were kind of communicating, we just all sucked and we lost. So I mean, sometimes that happens. You communicate, even if it's not to the best of everybody's ability, you still communicate and you still lose, and it happens. Another con that I have is people's unwillingness to swap heroes and to play other heroes and to just benefit the team, I guess, in general. There's been so many times where people are like, let's run triple May. Let's not, and say we don't. Please don't do that. We don't, no. Just no. Or they want to run like triple Hanzo or triple this or triple that, and it's like, no. Please no. I mean, if you do it for the first few seconds and all of you are getting face rolled and it's not working, be willing to swap. Also, I've said this in my Overwatch Thoughts video and in my tip video, learn how to play more than one hero. At least 3, if not 5 or more. I started with learning how to play Diva, Lucio, and Reaper. I've since increased that to Zenyatta and Mercy and Mei, kind of. A little bit of Mei. I've played Reinhardt when it's needed. Just, you really need to kind of have a nice little repertoire of several heroes from several different categories, because what if you get in a game and there's already 2 Reapers and that's the only hero you know how to play? 3 Reapers isn't going to benefit anyone, and it's not fair for you to ask someone else to swap because you haven't spent any time trying to learn another hero. That's not their fault, that's your fault. So fix it! Plus, I also just in general wish people played more heroes that kind of benefited the team. There have been times where people, like I've picked Diva or someone's like, could you actually go Reinhardt? I think that would benefit us more. Sure, no problem. I'm not a very good Reinhardt. I did pretty well though. I did get an achievement. I think I actually got 2 Reinhardt achievements in that game. But, you know, I'm willing to try other heroes and see how it goes, and willing to kind of play certain roles that benefit the team a little bit better than maybe a normal hero that I would play, because that's what competitive is all about. It's about working as a team and going for the common goal of winning, because no one wants to sit at rank like 2. We all want to try and rank up as high as we can before the season is over. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Another thing that's been kind of bothering me with Overwatch competitive is it feels sometimes like you get punished for losing way more than you get for winning. And what I mean by that is if you've played it, you'll notice like sometimes the bracket for like a loss is like this. And then you win one and it's like this. I feel like it should kind of be a little bit more even. I mean, not necessarily like you lose a match and you lose this much, you win a match and you get this much. I feel like it should be a little bit more like in line with one another. Like, I don't want to feel like losing 3 matches is going to completely demolish my rating when only one is going to maybe bring me up a point, maybe, if I'm lucky. I feel like that should be kind of adjusted a little bit, because sometimes, like I said, you feel like you're getting punished for winning, even though, like, you totally just won a game, yay, you're still, nope, you didn't level up, sorry. Not even close. Sucks to be you. So I just really hope that Blizzard kind of changes that and makes it a little bit more even. Again, not like I said, it doesn't have to be like 50-50, but at least a little bit closer in range, so you don't feel like a win basically is useless and a loss just completely destroys your rating. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was more punishment for people leaving games. I've been in several games where people just leave, and if they leave right at the beginning of the match, then it'll close out the match in I think like 1:20 or something, which is great. That's awesome. Cool. We'll just requeue. But if they leave in the middle of the game, you get that penalty notice, and which is fine, whatever. But I wish the person that actually left received more punishment. I understand that disconnects happen, and sometimes your internet goes out, or sometimes your power goes out, whatever. Shit happens. I get that. But if shit keeps happening, I feel like that player should be punished. If they're leaving several games in a row, which I know recently in the patch notes, I think they added something where if you keep leaving a game, you get like a 15-minute penalty or something. I feel like that should increase over time. Like if you've queued for 5 games, okay, and you leave 3 of them, I feel like you should have like a 20-minute timer. And if you queue for 10 games and you only stay for like 4 of them, I feel like you should get like an hour timer. I feel like over time that timer should increase and maybe reset every couple of days or something, because there are people that get super salty and competitive, that get super upset if they're losing, and they just leave and just abandon their team because, you know, trying to win and trying to stay to see if you could actually win would be way too much work, right? Right? So now that we got all the cons out of the way, which I think I ended up listing more cons than I meant to, let's talk about the pros. So the pros are, I think competitive is absolutely so much fun. I really love how they design it to where you're going against similar groups. I really love just the people that I've played with 95% of the time have been amazing. Even if I was pugging by myself, which I no longer do in competitive because it's not worth it. I only play now with at least a couple friends. But it's been a lot of fun. There's also been some matches where like I've played with people and they've been like, hey, do you guys want to all queue up together? That was a really good game. Yeah, sure, whatever. And then you end up adding more people, you have more people to play with. It's an amazing community. Like, I have no words for it. And it's just a lot of fun. I've also seen people that are not super salty and competitive, which I kind of expected people to be kind of salty. Oversalt. But there's been like a good balance of people like really trying to help other players, you know, not being like, oh, I don't think we need a Bastion, why the fuck are you playing Bastion? Being like, you know, I don't think Bastion would be very suitable for this. Do you think maybe you could try this hero or that hero if you're comfortable? Just a suggestion, you know, you don't have to take it. There's been a lot of that, which is great, although there have been people that have been like, why the F are you playing this hero? You're such a baddie, you should go delete your game or something. But you're always going to have those people in games because some people are dicks. Because they have small dicks, so then they have to act like dicks to everybody else to compensate. I think overall Overwatch competitive is really solid and a lot of fun. Again, it's not something that I queue by myself anymore because it's just way too stressful. People just get on my ever-loving nerves sometimes, but it is a lot of fun and it's definitely something that I find I would probably be playing a lot. I still do play quick play every once in a while, especially if I want to test out new heroes, but playing competitive is something that I've been really enjoying playing with my friends and just something that I'm going to keep playing. I've loved meeting new people through the game, especially through competitive. I've loved learning what people I should block through competitive. Although I think kind of the cons sometimes outweigh the pros, we have to remember that this is the first time we're doing competitive in Overwatch, not counting the beta, of course. And Blizzard said that in the next season they will definitely make changes, so I'm excited to see what kind of changes they decide to implement and change, and I think Overwatch competitive will be around for a while. So yeah. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Whee! Thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. A fin up, I guess, if you enjoyed it. And be sure to subscribe to my channel because I put out new videos every week. Don't forget to also check out my social media at the bottom because you can follow me there too. I stream weekly on twitch.tv/Veroicone, and you can catch me there too in case you want to see more of me and see more of me in a shark costume. Because why not? I don't know. But thanks again for watching and I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Shark out!